Sure you want to pull it back?
No, I'm good. Man. This is
Derrick Post Media Podcast, No Mics, episode 837.
Yeah.
We lost track a long time ago. Man.
Yeah, that's why I just started giving them just titles. Like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We don't even need to number that shit. It don't even matter what number we on.
I think we in the 80s or some shit. I don't know. If we look back.
I think we might got about 90.
I don't know, because we had that little period where we didn't do shit. And then we missed like a week or so.
Then we stopped the podcast at one point. Yeah. So I still think we probably in the 70s then. But shit, it don't even fucking matter, because I think a title better than a number any day.
Yeah.
But we shooting the podcast a day late. Plus, since the last time we shot the podcast, hella shit done happened.
Yeah,
fucking
like last Monday.
Right, hella shit happened, and I mean, I feel like a lot of the shit that happened, people already added people already said everything that could be said about it. Like Mac Miller dying.
That shit was so unexpected, man. That shit was crazy.
Honestly, I didn't listen to the music, so I really ain't got much to say about his music.
Me neither. Yeah.
But I did see his interaction with other artists, and they were always like
positive.
He was always laughing and joking with everybody. Yeah. It just seemed like he was always a person that everybody gravitated towards too. Mm-hmm. Just from the video, like somebody had did a compilation of him interacting with all the artists from A$AP Rocky to he was Chicago artist DJ Oreo.
Chance the Rapper said he owed it to him because he was one of the first guys that took him on tour.
Right.
Took Chance on tour and shit. And then his relationship with Ariana Grande, everybody, because everybody getting her heat because everybody blaming her for that shit. But she left, and a lot of y'all don't know, she left him because he was doing drugs way before he even met her. I think everybody would ask her.
Yeah, and I like I said, people already done said it. Like, you can't blame her for that. No. It ain't her fucking job to get this nigga clean. I get people do some. One of Mac Miller friends said she tried. She was there.
Yeah, she was like the best support system he ever had.
It was time for her to, and she felt like she was time for her to
she had to make herself happy and move on, which is understandable, man. Self-love, man. Because if he not loving himself, why should she, sit there and watch him destroy himself? So.
But just to run through the topics, we gonna talk about favorite movies, television shows.
We did that already. We do that all the time.
Yes, but it's always a new show that's coming out that's been released or that I missed from the last time we talked about it. Listen, we could do a whole podcast about that shit. Every week, goddammit. Favorite alcoholic drinks? We already know yours.
I ain't see that. Did I read the list?
I don't think you did. But you got favorite alcoholic drinks. Alex Jones, he permanently banned from Twitter and I think he permanently banned from YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Mm-hmm. But that's one of those topics that we could run through real quick because I feel like everybody done said what they gonna say about it. The Nike cap backlash, another topic. Kanye West, he been tweeting about Chicago a lot.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
And I'm like, fuck out of here. That's my. But we'll get into that too. Batman is a shitty hero.
You got Elon Musk takes a puff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that. He was whoever he was with.
Did he really get high though? Because what I seen was him. He bust one of these. He was like
smoking weed with somebody on the damn thing.
Yeah, with Joe Rogan. Yeah. But all he did was this. He did, and then he.
I don't think it really matters.
They
just cared that he was smoking weed, which I
listen. You can't consider that smoking when you didn't even inhale.
Everybody smoke weed different. Why you say Batman's a shitty hero?
We get into that. We get into that. And it ain't necessarily that I think it's shitty. It's shady moments of him that I've seen of him.
That and the Ben Affleck with Henry Cavill. He's no longer going to be playing Superman.
Yeah, he's not Superman no more.
And Ben Affleck going to be playing Batman. They did new iPhones that's coming out.
Yeah. I didn't know that it was so many of them.
Yeah, it leaked. I guess they say it leaked, but I don't know. So, yeah.
All right, but I feel like we could jump. I'm going to jump into the Alex Jones thing, and I only got one thing to say about that is when you ban somebody completely from these platforms, no matter what they saying, I think you set yourself up to, you set users up to be banned for anything.
What do he do?
Listen, I'm putting to you like this. I'm not mad that he's banned, cause he one of the type of dudes to spew conspiracies and shit. So
they banned him for spewing conspiracies.
For hateful comments. Did you know the Parkland shooting? Or what shooting? It was one of them shootings where all them kids, where a bunch of kids got killed. He got on his show and he said something like, "Those kids were actors, and those graves are empty. Those not that didn't really happen." And then his followers went on to harass people whose children had just died. So that's one of the things that I don't fuck with him for. But
so a bunch of stupid ass conspiracies and hateful,
or hateful shit. He said some racist. He done said some racist shit too. But my thing is, it's a double-edged sword when you ban somebody completely who claim they got a news source.
He black?
He white.
White? Oh.
Yeah.
He got a black name.
Alex Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Jones got a black name.
He do.
But he the father sing from me.
That's crazy.
The Nike cap backlash. I feel like everybody done said everything to be said about that shit.
Yeah,
but
Nike don't care. They making money.
Right. I will say this. I don't really give a fuck about what Nike do. But if the money they giving Cap, he can continue to help the communities that's disenfranchised, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
And they stake increased by 31%.
Right.
So everybody that's burning shit, you dumbasses, because you already spent money on it. Like, they burning their own shit, which is stupid. Who you hurting?
Yeah.
You ain't hurting Nike.
I didn't really get the whole backlash behind it anyway.
Not because, the NFL.
No, I get it. I just don't understand how you could be that upset.
Nike is just
when you've had certain companies endorse people who literally will have been Holocaust deniers, or they have literally said foul shit about black people, but y'all don't have that same energy when those companies endorse certain people like that.
Yeah, Nike's just. I feel like I think they did a right thing because they took advantage of it. Like like it was a double-edged sword right there because they probably lost some shit, but they gained more than what they lost.
I'll put you like this: Nike is a global corporation.
They took advantage of what was going on now. They took the most controversial figure out right now, which is Colin Kaepernick. He is the most controversial figure out right now. And they put him in the ad. I think that's what I think because the NFL,
I was trying to think.
From the NFL.
I was trying to think who.
Yeah, I saw your thinking face. That's what I think personally. Other than Kanye.
I can't think of yeah.
I think he's the most controversial person on Twitter. I mean, but they took him, put him on the ad with a lot of other athletes, but him personally, they put him on it.
Right. They made him the face of the campaign.
But he's the face of Nike actually. Right.
I say this. Every conservative or GOP or whatever the fuck right-leaning person in the fucking country of the United States of America, every person could stop wearing Nikes today. And guess what? Nike would barely feel it because they are a fucking global company. And all these conservatives, this is what I mean when I say conservatives are delusional. A lot of these people who left or right-leaning, a lot of them are delusional. But on this particular subject, if you are right-leaning conservative, you are delusional if you think that your boycott is going to hurt Nike. It's not.
It's not because they got money coming from everywhere. First of all, they got deals with NFL. So what NFL going to do? Leave? No. They're not going to do that. They're going to go back to Reebok, have the big loose-ass jerseys on them again? No. They got too much money invested into Nike. And
I fuck with Reebok, though. Don't do that.
I don't give no fuck. I'm just saying. Reebok is not Nike. I'm just saying. So
yeah, they don't have the brand recognition like that.
No, so
they're a recognizable brand.
Right, they can still sign a player or the athlete to a multi-million-dollar deal, but Nike has more, better, ties and shit with all these other corporations because the owners in the NFL are very powerful. Half of them are like top 10 billionaires. Some of them. Jerry Jones got the richest franchise in the NFL. The Cowboys are worth over $4.some billion.
I think didn't Reebok get into the weapons manufacturing business?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I ain't heard nothing about that.
Maybe it was something different.
Yeah, I just know they NFL kicked them to the curb a few years ago, and Nike started doing all of their everything, all of the material, clothing, and everything like that. So, and yeah, man, these NFL owners are powerful. They trying to wave their power around to get Colin Kaepernick, this and that. So Nike took advantage of it. They was like, hey, what they gonna do to us? Fuck they talking about? Just like I think they had something to do with the EA thing. They took his name out the song and all this shit. Like they had something with that. EA, they are somewhat.
They really want to block him.
Yeah, they really are. Because
do you think people should boycott NFL?
No, that means some are already doing it. Okay. But I like NFL. I like football.
I agree with you, but I don't even watch football. But I agree that we shouldn't boycott NFL because you got people like what's the brother's name? They football players. They did their last name Bennett.
Yeah, Martellus and
they through football they able to help the community out. If you boycott football, they make less money and then they can't help like they doing, right?
Well, not just because Michael Bennett lost some cool points because he said the police attacked him when he was acting a fool on the video, so he was just trying to start some shit. But yeah, Martellus, yeah, because they doing a lot of these charity events and shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you boycott, they can't
taking shit away. Like
they can't help the community like they've been continually doing.
And then NFL owns its own days of the week. You got Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, Sunday. They own 3 days out the goddamn week. You can boycott all you want. People are still gonna go to them games. People are still gonna spend money.
I mean, because you got people on both sides saying they boycotting though.
Yeah, but it's a small percentage boycott right now. Don't watch football. It's gonna be very fucking hard because football coming on damn near every channel.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people they jump to this boycott thing, but don't really be thinking about like, well, if I boycott that and I'm support of the people who being affected wrongly by, the NFL for kneeling, like then you taking your support away from people that you agree with.
Yeah, like the owners talking about a lot of owners are talking about disciplining NFL players.
I seen
Jerry Jones the main one. Now, why would you do that to your assets? I don't know. What you gonna get rid of your best players if they take like a lot of players know they got power on the team. Right. So a lot of them with like Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn know he had a lot of power.
Ain't this his last year?
Yeah, because Oakland is the Raiders are moving to Las Vegas.
And he said that's
he an Oakland guy. He not done. He done after this. Mm-hmm. So, but
he came out returning just to play.
Right. He been sitting during the national anthem for the longest.
Yeah, since before it was an issue.
Right. So like you threaten him, he know he got power. He know he on the cusp of retirement. He don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. Right. And it's players like that around the league that's still doing it. Like I saw a couple of Dolphins players that kneeled. They was the first ones to do it for week 1. They were only 2, but maybe they tried to like tell the players to go on the back to do all. I'm like, come on, y'all making it more than what it is. It ain't even about the fucking vets and all. Like these people just.
But here's the thing: it's gonna forever be. It's gonna be. I'm
gonna forever be controversial.
No, I'm trying to word it right. Because is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Yeah. No, because I'm just thinking because I don't want to word it wrong. But it's gonna forever be okay. It's gonna forever be a disconnect between white and black people, because it's gonna forever be a disconnect between white and black people because they are never going to understand that because I done been stopped 3-4 times in one day, and I'm just enjoying my life and not doing nothing wrong. They not gonna understand that. They not gonna understand being stopped or being harassed by the cops. It's gonna always be a disconnect when you have never experienced something, and you shouldn't have to. People will say you shouldn't have to experience something to understand it, but that's bullshit. Most times you gotta experience it, then you will fully understand what's going on. And most white people, I say most white people can't understand being harassed by the cops. Oh, you harassed by the cops, but cops are so helpful. Yeah, to you, bitch.
Yeah, not a lot of them, but yeah, it's a lot of them that have been harassed by the cops because I've seen a couple videos.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
But
most the people who saying what's his name Kaepernick is unpatriotic. Those people they never been harassed, and a lot of those people.
Yeah, those people.
Yeah.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. None of them people will ever understand a black person's issues in America.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I can't name a time that I've given a fuck about the national anthem. I don't know the words, and we've been singing it at graduations forever.
Right.
And we've been. And if you go to most.
What, Lean on Me?
No, that's not the anthem, nigga.
Oh, you said the anthem.
Yeah.
I'm watching shit.
Hey, because if you went to Morel, you sung that shit all the time.
Yeah. We sung Lean on Me at my 8th grade graduation.
Man, they sing that shit so fucking much. I can't remember us singing the anthem when I graduated high school. And I guess I can only speak from a position of in the black community. We don't give a fuck about the anthem as much as y'all. But before Kaepernick kneeled, I didn't know it was an issue not to stand for the anthem.
Right.
I didn't know that. Shit, I'm like, I ain't standing up because I don't fucking feel like it. I didn't know. Shit, I never really thought about it. Put it like that. I never really thought I was disrespecting anybody. It's a song that they sing in America for national pride, which, again, as a black person in this country, your national pride is different from white people. Your national pride will definitely be different from a white person's national pride.
Exactly.
To me, the flag is 50 states full of blood. Those red and white, the white stripes should also be red.
Right.
To me.
Right.
You know, we can name it Hawaii. Them people still going through some shit. Native Americans, blacks, they locked up the Japanese. Who else? Who else has been treated piss poorly by America? Come on now. The flag has its meaning. And listen, I love America not just like the rest of them, but I like America and wouldn't want to live nowhere else. But don't spew that patriotic nationalist bullshit to me. You keep that shit, tell you the truth. That's so I wouldn't speak from the perspective of, like, I guess I couldn't speak from the perspective of caring about the flag, because it don't mean what it means to those people who are upset at Cap.
Yeah. This is one of those topics that's gonna forever
be it's definitely
spoken of and controversial, like, you know. It's a never ending
right.
fucking.
It's one of those topics that you have to agree to disagree with the other side, and honestly, I don't care to have a conversation with people who think Cap is wrong, because you believe what you believe and I believe what I believe. So having a conversation when we already know where that conversation gonna go is pointless. Right. We already know in the end we gonna agree to disagree. So why have a conversation?
There's even people that do agree with Cap doing, but a lot of them taking a lot out of miscontext or whatever, because, you know, they think it's about he doing it for the NFL or whatever. You know, somebody
pointed out that he ain't kneeled in 2 years.
Right.
Or he ain't been on the field to kneel in 2 years, but he's still the topic of discussion. Right. Years later, so it's just like.
Or he's not doing anything to help the community still or whatever. Like.
Which also if anything, that's what we should have started the conversation with. Do your Googles. Ain't that's what that's the phrase. Do your Googles. Do your Googles, because not only Cap, but plenty of other black athletes and white athletes in the NFL period, who kneel, and they are not just kneeling in the NFL and then going back to their mansion. They kneeling and they helping and they spending money and they investing money back into the communities that they want to help. So again. But it's the people who don't care to know the facts. They only care about their feelings on the matter. So it's pointless to have a conversation with those people at this point. Yeah. Why should I reach across and have a conversation when I already know where this conversation gonna go? Yeah. I feel like I can see their point of view of why they love America and why they think it's disrespectful, but they will never see my point of view of why Cap is kneeling. So at that point,
let's move on to this shit with Superman.
What?
Because I wanted to hear what you was gonna say.
What?
With Superman. Why you think Batman's a shitty hero?
All right, so
in your words,
Batman is a shitty hero, and I take from all the versions of it, right?
Christian Bale was a good Batman.
No. I'm just saying, like the comic version and the movie version, right? So he banged Batgirl, and then stopped talking to her because he didn't know how to handle that shit.
You talking about shit like that? I'm thinking you met the people that's playing him.
No.
How you feel about what's his name not being? They dismissing him as Superman.
Henry Cavill, whatever the fuck his name is.
Cavill, whatever the fuck.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Honestly.
Yeah, like because I'm arguing.
I didn't care for him as Superman. I didn't care for none of the Superman versions. To tell you the
Me
truth.
neither, man.
Since with the live action, I didn't care for none of the Superman.
I mean, it's only been live action.
No, what I'm saying.
Because I like the cartoon. Like
I mean, when it comes to the comics,
when we said this a while back, DC shits on Marvel when it comes to animation. Because in the animation, Superman is a badass.
Right.
You go on these live action.
It was one animation that I didn't fuck with. That was the Superman version.
I'm just talking about like just him in general.
Right.
Like, if you go on like the Justice League Unlimited series, dude is a badass.
Yeah.
You go on these movies, man.
He pussy.
He just like he act like he don't know how to fucking fight. This how he fight. He just flying to the motherfucker like that, or he throw him or whatever. He just think
right.
he.
You also can say that Superman is a poor design, like the character. Like when they first thought of it.
Live action one.
No, I'm just saying like Superman, the character, the comic, whether it be comic, cartoon, or live action. It's like when you who was the first person who created the character Superman.
Oh shit! I don't pay this DC.
No, well, I think he was like made in the 1940s or some shit.
Yeah,
but whoever came up with the idea of Superman being this all powerful, all knowing, well not all knowing, but all powerful with all these abilities, I don't think they really thought like, damn.
And I don't think he's all powerful. I say he's just like he's very powerful, but he's not all powerful. You know what I mean?
I mean, but who could beat him in the DC?
There's a lot of villains.
Well, yeah, villains, yeah, true. But then you even got one comic that I can't think of the name of the comic, but I can't think of the issue.
Because they say Dr. Fate is stronger than him.
Yeah, but Dr. Fate got so many internal issues that he never gonna never gonna see that battle.
He's more powerful because he's the Sorcerer Supreme.
Right.
He could beat him because he's supposed to have this unlimited magic powers.
Right.
Which Superman is not immune to.
Well, I said if we stick to the live action, the way they position the universe, DC universe.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He all powerful. I think Wonder Woman in the animation was stronger than the Wonder Woman that they got in live action.
Like I kind of like how they made. Like I like Henry dude as him, but I just didn't like how they. I guess how they wrote him. I don't know, man. It's like, cause like I said, the fight, like when he was supposed to be fighting Zod, that shit was supposed to be dope. Like I thought that was gonna be dope. That shit was boring. Zod was whooping his ass. Like I know Zod got years of experience over him and battle, combat experience and shit, but Superman put up a better fight in the comics and the animated series and shit like that.
Right.
You look at the movie, man. He was whooping his ass. He was throwing him through buildings and shit. All type of shit. Dude didn't know how to fight. It's like he didn't know how to fight. It's like he was so sure of himself. He knows he's like the most powerful guy on earth, of course.
Zod is also
he forgot who the fuck Zod is or some shit. Like, nigga, hold on, you got me fucked up. Like, that's how the Reese Superman carried himself. He was just so sure of himself. He acted like he didn't need to fight. Even in the Justice League movie, I like how he was fighting, what's his name? Stephen Wolf, whatever, the villain. I like how he was fighting them because he was the strongest one out of all of them. He was stronger than Wonder Woman and all like that. I like how, if he would have did that in the Superman movie, standalone movies, I probably would have been against him leaving, but he didn't. I mean, he didn't give me a strong case. That's just the only thing I had a problem with.
Because when I feel like that whole movie was centered on if Superman didn't come back, they would have lost, and I feel like
exactly.
And I feel like it's plenty of I don't know. I don't like how they tried to set up the Justice League with DC.
Yeah.
And
Marvel's was better. They
we never gonna get a Justice League.
Yeah, Marvel got a strategic.
I want to see Martian Manhunter.
Marvel had a strategic plan from 2008 up into 2018. They had a 10-year plan, starting with Iron Man up till now. Whoever you see, all of them had their own movies. They appeared in the movies and everything like that up until Infinity War. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew their end goal was Infinity War. Now they finna go hit phase. They still in phase 3. They're gonna go into phase 4 probably after Infinity War Part 2 or whatever. But now that's the big question. That's what because they did phase 3 so well. Now that Infinity War is over, like we getting Infinity Wars or Infinity War Part 2 or whatever. We want to see more because that shit was so dope leading up to it. DC does not know they don't know what they're doing when it come to like making these movies to like build up to something, you know?
At this point, they have to do another team.
Yeah, they trying to reboot it, but why would you reboot it when Aquaman is not released yet? They working on Wonder Woman 2. I mean, unless you keep them and just reboot Batman and Superman. Right. But those are our two essential players for Justice League. They the ones that started Justice League. Right. Like that's supposed to lead the dark side.
I mean, if they change up who started Justice League, I think it could still work.
I think it could still work too.
But you would have to you still got to recast Batman.
Well,
and Superman.
I fear that they might reboot fucking Aquaman and Wonder Woman, which I know would be stupid, but I fear they will do something like that. Right. Warner Brothers. It's not DC. It's Warner Brothers. Because they said Warner Brothers is letting the Henry guy go, and Ben Affleck is leaving because they doing that with him. He only considered staying Batman because he liked how it was. Okay. But he got into it with them because it's creative control or something over the Batman standalone movie or whatever. But you see, they making Joker movies. They making 2 separate Joker movies. The dude from Suicide Squad supposedly
at this point, it just seemed like
they don't know what they doing.
Money grab for them. They gonna make as much money as possible off this shit, and then when superhero movies ain't popular no more, they can just say, well, we made our money off of it.
I think superhero movies going to be popular for a long time. DC's just won't be, because I'm not going to say DC, Warner Brothers. DC, I think if DC want to do something right, fucking leave Warner Brothers, sell your shit to somebody else.
Right.
Because Warner Brothers do not know what the fuck they're doing. They really don't.
No.
The best thing they ever did was the Dark Knight trilogy. That's the best thing they ever did.
Because one thing I also did not like the fight between the Batman Superman fight when he fought what's his face the big monster dude.
Fucking Doomsday.
Yeah, when he fought, that was like every time you see a rendition of the Doomsday Superman fight, whether it be in comic or animation, is epic.
I didn't like that Doomsday look, but I like how they.
I wasn't necessarily mad about it. I felt like the fight was lacking everything.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't a good. It was like okay, it wasn't good.
Like I said, it's back to the fighting. This was Superman fighting and Doom. If you watch the animated Doomsday, Superman versus Doomsday. Doomsday killed Superman, which he did in the actual movie, but they were going at it, like they were throwing hands at each other.
That's what I said. Like.
And he did end up killing him, not like how he killed him right there, but Doomsday doesn't die. Doomsday, all he does die, but he regenerates. And he comes back adapting to whatever killed him.
At this point, I would like to see them possibly for the moment scrap the Justice League.
I think they are doing that.
Scrap that and focus on standalone characters. They got the Aquaman, they got Wonder Woman.
I think they pushed Justice League too fast.
Fuck Batman and Superman at this point, because I feel like y'all ain't gonna do shit with them besides keep fucking that up. Wonder Woman so far.
And
Aquaman.
Green Lantern. Get a black Green Lantern.
Get a black Green Lantern.
And like you said, Martian Manhunter.
Idris Elba can play Green Lantern. I feel like.
I think so too. I think that'd be.
Idris Elba can play Green Lantern. Martian Manhunter. I'm not looking forward to Flash. I'm sorry.
Me neither. I didn't like the Flash kid. He's too boring. Like, if you look in the comics, Flash is very fucking powerful.
Right.
And the way they had him, because they introduced him, like, I don't know if they put him in the Justice League too early. When Flash joins the Justice League, he
joins
knows.
in the beginning.
I know. He knows he's the Flash. He know he's dope. He know he has power. That Flash in the live adaptation, he's like a young kid. They don't know what the fuck he doing. He pushing people.
I think they
to fight them.
Yeah, again, they was moving too quick with Justice League.
They moved way too quick with Justice. We get Justice League a no go.
No, don't do it right now.
Nah, because they moved way too fast. See, like I said, Marvel took 10 years to lead up to Infinity War. That's what y'all should. Not saying y'all should have did exactly what they did, but you gotta admit, I think they tried to stay away from Marvel too much.
They built it up.
I think they tried. I think they just didn't want to do what Marvel did.
I feel like if they was gonna do the Justice League, they definitely had to build up the main characters first, and they didn't do that.
Nah,
they put Flash in it before.
Cause they did a good job with Batman, but since Christian Bale didn't want to be Batman, he's supposed to be Batman up until Justice League, but he didn't want to do it. Cause Christopher Nolan wasn't his style. You know, after that, like you know how Batman was. It was this neo-noir type.
Right. It was darker.
Batman. It was darker. So they wanted to do another Batman. Ben Affleck was a great Batman, I think. But just badly written, man.
Right.
Badly written. I did not like Justice League. I did not like Batman vs Superman was alright. Could have been better. Wonder Woman was good. I think Aquaman would be good because I trust James Wan. If y'all don't know who James Wan is, look him up. Created Insidious, Saw. He did Furious 7. He knows what he's doing. So, yeah, that's all I got to say with that for now.
I mean, to go and I know you.
Some water, man. Shit.
I ain't no more in the refrigerator.
I can't get none of this.
No.
Please.
No.
I'm thirsty.
That's my bottle. Thank you very much, sir. But to go back to why Batman is a shitty hero. You thought I was saying the actor was a shitty.
Yeah.
No, but I think I was talking about the character itself. Like he fucks over every Robin. One of them even came back to life as Red Hood or whatever the fuck his name was.
Nightwing.
Well, no, not Nightwing.
He was Red Hood too, but Nightwing.
Right.
The one dude was Nightwing. His son was Red Hood.
Whatever. I feel like he plans for stuff that may happen, and that like the time he planned for the Justice League to go bad, and he had all their weaknesses, and somebody ended up using that shit against him.
Thinks ahead.
Right, but the shit turned bad for him. So me personally, Batman is a shitty hero. That's just my opinion on that.
I don't really care about that. I need to see better movie results for DC. That's all I really care about.
What about the story of the story you was telling me about before we started even talking about the podcast? What's his face? Killmonger playing Superman.
Oh yeah, and they thinking about. Well, the rumor is Warner Brothers are looking at Michael B. Jordan to play him. Me personally, I'm not with it, nor I'm against it because I learned to not underestimate him because I didn't think he was gonna be a good villain in Black Panther.
And also, I think somebody put that out there because they knew it was gonna be a reaction.
I mean, it was on comicbook.com.
So?
I mean, I ain't saying they accurate, but I mean, they usually check their sources. I mean, they deliver, comicbook.com delivers legit news from whatever, comic books.
But I still
I just know it wasn't from a fake thing.
But I'm saying I still stand by it. I think somebody just put that shit out there because
they probably just started the rumor.
Because
I wouldn't be surprised
in the comments you already seeing it, like people saying all type of racist shit. Like they knew they was gonna get a reaction from it, so they put that bullshit out there.
Once somebody said,
I don't think they consider
diversity,
right?
Forced diversity. I don't think it's forced. I just think he did such a good job with Killmonger. I think they trying to pull their resources because they need more great actors.
I also think ain't nobody trying to force diversity because the shit would have to be true for them to be for you to make that statement. Whoever made it. So, like I said, until an actual rep from those companies come out and say, yeah, we were considering, I'm gonna just take it as a rumor. Just like
Idris Elba playing James Bond, he said he wasn't, but a lot of people saying they looking at him to do it. Or they was confirming he was gonna do it, so we don't know.
Right.
Nobody never knows. We won't know till the time comes.
And I, like I said, somebody tried to compare Michael B. Jordan playing Superman to Tom Cruise playing T'Challa, and my thing was, okay, let's strip the description down to the bare minimum. You can describe the character that is Superman, an alien from another planet. It don't say what the color of his skin is when you describe it. You ain't even gotta mention if he's white or black. All you gotta do is say alien from another planet. He could be whatever. He could be white, black, Mexican, or Asian. Who the fuck knows? Because he's a fucking alien. But if you talking about describing an African king from a third world nation that secretly is actually a technologically advanced nation, you gonna automatically assume he black because it's an African nation that's third world in the third world that's supposedly in a third world country.
Because Superman is an alien,
right?
It never says he's white or black, so y'all can't.
Yeah, you can't compare You can't compare the two. Yeah. I feel like
they're more detailed than who T'Challa is. Right. He's an African prince, right? An African country, or like the country of Africa or whatever, Wakanda, which is in Africa. Right. So like they're more detailed. Superman comes from Krypton. They didn't say it was black people on Krypton, white people. He was white. His father was white. No, that's how that's how the creators just made him because the creators are white.
But do I want Michael B. Jordan to play Superman? Hell no. I don't care to see it. I don't think he'd be a good Superman.
Me personally, I wouldn't care to see. I mean, if they did it, go ahead. But I'm not doubting them. Nor am I. Like I said, I'm not against it. Nor I'm with it.
Another reason why I don't really care to see Michael B. Jordan as Superman is because we got all these black characters that need their own movie. Static Shock needs his own movie.
Man, that's
who. Fuck him playing Superman. Let him play Static Shock.
Let's see this. Like, if you can't do,
let Michael B. Jordan play Static Shock.
Test it with this then. Test Static Shock as a Netflix series. Just test it.
Nah.
I think they should.
I feel like
Black Lightning. I think if they could do that with Black Lightning, I think you should do it with Static Shock.
I think if they did something like the character Black Lightning already shows that people are interested in a character like Static Shock.
Because how would they even introduce Static Shock?
What you mean?
Like, who was he tied to out of all the characters? The Justice League, right?
He ain't got to be tied to none of that shit.
I'm just saying, because they just gonna come out of nowhere and make him,
Why not?
You know they gonna want to do that.
Why not?
I would.
Why he got to be tied to anybody?
I'm just saying, because he's not one of the front runner characters that they want to use.
So?
I don't think nobody will pay attention to it, to be honest with you.
That's false because I've seen overwhelming support for a Static Shock.
I haven't. So it's mixed things.
Show.
I don't know. I liked it. I mean, I liked the cartoon. Don't get me wrong. But I liked it when he was older because he's more into his powers.
Right.
I wouldn't like the younger one.
But either way.
They talking about Jaden Smith could play him and all like that. No. Hell no. After when he did it After Earth, hell no. He can stick to music.
I seen the beginning of that movie.
You don't want to see the rest of it.
And then I ain't see the rest of it?
Don't see the rest of that shit. You're going to waste your time.
No, but I guarantee you. I mean, but it also comes up to the studio. A lot of this shit they doing to when they finna come out with a new superhero film, they drum up the support. If they promote it properly, they ain't gotta. I mean, they
don't know how to promote. DC, Warner Brothers, they don't know how to promote.
But that's what I'm saying. Their main thing shouldn't be Justice League. They should be doing Static Shock. They should be doing.
I think they will flop with Static Shock mainly because they don't know how to promote, and then they will write them crappy. That's why I think they should introduce them because of how their writing quality is right now.
Right,
go through a popular character, something to introduce him. Then if he how they did Black Panther, I wasn't sure about Black Panther until I saw what's that shit called? Civil War. Remember he got introduced to Civil War. I didn't think.
I mean, why wasn't you sure about it?
Because I just wanted. I don't know. I just doubt a lot of shit. I was just like, you know how we all are with change. I was one of the people. But I saw it, I was like, oh shit, this is dope. Let me stop doubting.
I'm not doubting a Static Shock would be good, especially especially when you put out rumors that Michael B. Jordan can play Superman.
I'm down Warner. I'm not down Static Shock. I'm down Warner Brothers in DC.
Oh.
Not Static Shock as a character. Like, I'm down them casting and writing the story.
Yeah.
I like Static Shock as a superhero.
But I guess I would at least want to see them try.
Yeah, I would say.
Why would I would rather see them try to do it instead of not doing it at all.
And I think.
But then he go a fucking rumor about Michael B. Jordan playing Superman. Fuck out of here with that rumor.
Because they could start they could either go with a low budget and try, like you said, just try it with a low budget, but then it could be like Deadpool. Deadpool got great humor, the characters on point, but the fucking plot is trash if you look at it. I don't want them to do that with Static Shock. I think Static Shock is like one of them characters that got a good universe, like his good story and shit. I think that's why I was like tested with. I don't know if because he ties in with the Justice League. Like if they do Green Lantern, I know he ties in with Green Lantern a little bit. Introduce him through Green Lantern or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, or do it through a Netflix series or something like that. Just something like to where they won't waste a gang of money, or if like they just test it. Like how Marvel do, they test their characters.
I don't give a fuck about them wasting their money. I want them to make the shit.
I do because that character is too valuable to be wasted on.
I put you like this.
Because I'm tired of Batman.
Why do they have to introduce Static Shock through some bigger platform?
I just said to test it because, like I said, I have no faith in any writers.
Well, yeah, if you ain't got no faith in the writers, but only thing I can say to that is they should give it a chance.
Yeah, I agree. Let them get a chance.
I figure start with a script. Start somewhere. If they ain't gonna even start nowhere, then it's just like
it's gonna be just up in the air. Cause I'm just saying, I'm tired of Batman. They wore Batman and Superman out on the whole, just on us. Cause the writers, after Christian Bale's Batman, I really wasn't ready for no Ben Affleck. But then Ben Affleck did good. Now they talking about they finna reboot Ben Affleck's Batman or Batman again. Now they talking about rebooting Superman again. I'm tired of Batman and Superman. I'm wore out from them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like shit.
Like I bet Marvel's gonna introduce Wolverine, a new Wolverine.
I think they should focus on the girl. That she should be the new Wolverine.
Yeah, she could, yeah. But
X-23.
Yeah. I personally.
Yeah, but yeah, I would. But shit. Lobo, because you ain't got to introduce him to nobody. Lobo is good enough to be a standalone.
Yeah, I think Lobo. Yeah,
he is the answer to Deadpool, basically.
Yeah, I think Lobo. You can just go ahead and just boom.
Yeah, Lobo. He answered. He is.
Like you didn't have to introduce Deadpool. Right. I think that he's one of them characters that he didn't have to.
I still don't think. Even though what you said about the writers, I still feel like if they properly build Static's story. So he can be a standalone. So, but I'm just saying.
I doubt they will.
If they properly build his story so he can be a standalone, then because they wouldn't go the route of him being a dark hero. And DC, I guess they got the reputation of being dark about they
certain heroes.
Right. Well, who else?
Batman was the only dark one, to be honest with you.
I mean, because more and more.
It's depend on the director and their vision.
Because. Most of their movies have been more not upbeat.
But they're not as dark as Christian
Bale's
Batman. Yeah,
I'm not saying that. But you know what I mean, like.
I get what you're saying. Because DC stands for Detective Comics. I mean, that neo-noir, mysterious type.
Right.
That's how they like their shit, which is like, that's what Christopher Nolan did for Batman, which was great. That's why it was such a fucking success. Each one kept following up, getting better. Not saying 3 was better than 2, but I'm just saying both 2 and 3 made $1 billion in the box office because of that vision. Now the hard part is now that you rebooted it, is to follow up that. Nobody has yet. Wonder Woman is the closest thing that has followed up from that Batman. Right. Now we looking at Aquaman. Aquaman might be getting up there with fucking Wonder Woman, but. Me personally, I don't think
Aquaman gonna be as big of a hit as the people.
No, I don't think either. I think it's gonna be a good movie, but
I think women go see that nigga just because they like him.
Yeah, they like Jason Momoa.
They gonna be in there wetting up the goddamn seat.
The trailer was pretty decent. It was CGI heavy as fuck, which was expected because niggas underwater.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just the trailer. Cause a lot of y'all don't know, Black Panther was CGI heavy, but a lot of people couldn't tell because it was so dope. Like that
I
part.
can tell. I don't think.
Well, I said a lot of people.
I don't think it was that.
The train, I can't tell I mean, the trained eye can tell.
All right. Because I feel like. No, I feel like you could tell in that movie.
You thought, a lot of people thought Wakanda was on location.
Who thought that?
A lot of young.
Y'all that is dumb.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
That part when they was fighting in the warrior fight, that's CGI. It was green screen.
Right.
They was in the studio. Like a lot.
Shit, a lot of the when they was in the water fighting, a lot of the splashing is CGI.
Like when you see the wide shots of the area, yes, that was probably over in a country on location. But when you see them fighting or talking, like when Killmonger got killed on that sunset and shit, that was CGI. All that was CGI.
But I'm saying I feel like you can tell though.
We can tell because we seen the shit. I'm just saying, untrained eye can't really tell, unless it's like very shitty, like Justice League. That shit was, his chin was little as hell. His whole chin was CGI because he couldn't cut his beard.
Can't he grow that shit back?
I don't know, man.
The fuck, was he shooting directly the next week or something?
He was shooting that same. I think he was shooting that movie before, or he was still doing it. He was in the cusp of doing that and doing Justice League at the same time.
But I'm saying, like,
he couldn't cut it right away because they were still shooting.
He must have been finna shoot that shit next week or something.
He was already shooting it.
Oh, so he was shooting that both at the same time.
He was doing Justice League pickups and shit.
Right.
But he couldn't shave that because he was still in the middle of shooting.
Plus, he wasn't in that movie that much for them.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. What was what movie? I forgot.
No, I'm talking about he wasn't in the Justice League movie that much.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. He was dead for like the beginning of it. Then he came back.
He played the dude that played Superman. He was in this other little spot. I don't know. He was in the Mission Impossible. And then
the Mission Impossible. Yeah, he was.
And then he was in another movie too.
The 007? And the new one? I don't know. Yeah, he was in something, but yeah. On to the next thing, man. We used to sit up and talk hours about comic books, man.
Yeah, and I don't mind this shit.
Yeah, I don't.
But shit, the fucking Kanye West ass tweeting about Chicago and shit, right? So I'm seeing the tweets, and he like, oh, I'm opening up a Yeezy store, a Yeezy office in Chicago. Okay, cool. Are you gonna hire Chicago people? Oh, what else he said?
Run a mayor, some shit.
He been saying plenty. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to his account.
He said something about 2024.
Because I feel like he had all this shit to say about Chicago, but then you turn around and go kick it with the nigga that
refrigerator growling and shit.
Sound like it. He got all this shit to say about Chicago, but then you turn around and go kick it with the nigga who continuously dissed Chicago. Like, nigga, Chicago is fuck 6ix9ine to the end.
Oh, he fucks with 6ix9ine?
I think he went to go do something with the nigga. But I'm like, come on, fam. Fuck out of here with that spin. Listen. To tell you the truth, Kanye West likes to jump out in front and talk before there's actually a plan. So then he has to backtrack. So all the shit we open up an office here, we doing this. Oh, he said he said they're gonna
he said we putting the Yeezy office in Chicago.
Right. He wanted to restore the
Regal Theater.
The Regal Theater. Again, stop tweeting before you got a plan, my nigga.
He want to create something for art. He want to teach an art class at the Art Institute, whatever the fuck.
Right.
And he want to open up something for artists at the Regal Theater. That's why he want to reopen it. And yeah, that's really about it. And like, I don't know if the rumors were true about him.
We're doing the Chicago
or some shit. Or
I doubt it. Listen, I wouldn't vote for Kanye West as mayor. I'm telling you that right now.
Or president.
Or president. Fuck out of here, nigga. You are an artistic person. That's where you need to be. Fuck out of here. But yeah, he said he doing a Chicago Comedy Jam. Listen, all the shit you doing.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
And like I was always one of those people, like, I never felt like Kanye West owed anything. Like, I mean, it would be great for you to reach back, but you don't owe a shit.
Yeah, because a lot of people like, man, that's not helping Chicago. Everything you talking about, let's not give it back to Chicago. I mean,
I feel like those are all empty words until a plan is put into action.
Do you feel like anybody that leaves Chicago and becomes successful owes Chicago?
No.
Because a lot of people see like.
I mean, I will respect you more
if you did.
If you did.
Because you know, being humble, because you know where you came from. Like Chance does it because Chance wants to. He's not doing it because his fans are telling him to or pushing him to do it.
He's doing it because he feel like it's the right thing to do.
You see, he only focusing on the school system because he felt like the school system is shitty. He ain't out here trying to report, do the potholes and shit or fix the streets. Nah, he just be focusing on the schools.
Yeah, and the homeless.
That's what the mayor is for.
He was helping the homeless at one point.
Yeah, helping the homeless. He's choosing what he wants to do with his money. Right. Because you'll go broke trying to fix Chicago, to be honest with you.
Nobody can do it by themselves.
Nah.
Oh, no, I'm definitely not saying that.
You could be a billionaire, and I think you'll go broke trying to fix Chicago. Yeah, so much shit going on here.
I think in Chicago, they was like, at one point, $11 million in debt or some shit? $11 billion in debt or some shit like that, right?
I think it was more.
Well, $1 billion in billions of dollars. Billions, plural, of dollars.
That's why, because Rahm Emanuel was stepping down. He's not running no more.
He ain't running.
He knows something that we don't know.
That's what I feel like. He put this plan. He announced that he was going to run, and then now he announced that he's not.
That's what Daley did. Daley stepped down at the right time because he knew something that we didn't know.
Because they inherited the mess that the predecessors had.
I think he fucked up something big time, and that's why he's stepping down.
Or he might be stepped down because of the Laquan Davis situation.
That too. His job.
Because they knew a whole year in advance that this cop had shot Laquan Davis after the video showed him not going the opposite direction of the cop before he shot. So
because they went right after Ron for that shit.
Right, and it was like a whole year went past.
They still talking about.
And it's a shame that public outrage and outcry. Without public outrage and outcry, a lot of times shit don't get done, which is fucked up. It shouldn't have to be. The public shouldn't have to push you to do something. You should want to get that shit done because you know that shit was in the wrong shit. You know that cop was in the wrong. Y'all should have prosecuted this. The people you would have the people respect if you had prosecuted that cop, and then the video came out a whole year, and then that's why he was prosecuted, and then we like, oh shit, they doing right by the people now. Right. But they didn't because. That's a dream. That's a dream world. What I just said, because the politicians and these governments don't do right by people.
And they jumping on people now, like they jumping on the cops that like are just killing motherfuckers now because they seeing that shit is becoming.
Not really. I don't see them
because they just jumped on this girl like she killed this black dude because she thought that was her apartment and she thought he was an intruder. Right. How the fuck do you think that's your apartment?
Yeah, I know what story you're talking about.
And you think he an intruder? Like, is y'all in the same? Like, first of all, the question is, like, I don't know the full
I feel like
story. Are they in the same building or some shit?
I think so. Yeah.
They had to be in the same building, but like, they need to test was the bitch drunk or high, something,
everything.
Cause this dude had no felonies, nothing. He's educated. It was like a nice little high rise type building. Like it was a decent building, so he made a good living. I think they say he was like a lawyer.
He was something.
He was something important. He had degrees and shit. And she just killed this man. Now they talking about they had on paid administratively. Now they got her in custody.
All right.
And they finna lock her ass up. Especially if they find something in her damn bloodstream.
But also you gotta realize, cops look out for each other.
Oh yeah, it's a brother.
So they could cover that shit up.
Cops are no different from Masons, fraternities, sororities, all this shit. Cops are
no different from vice lords and GDs.
I'm just saying, gangs and shit. All that shit is the same. I'm just saying, all that shit is the same. They no different from none of the motherfuckers. Right. You fuck up, they tell you call your union rep, keep this shit under wraps. Give me the gun. They do all that shit like that. They help you out.
Cops ain't nothing but a gang.
Yeah. I mean, anything, like any organization you get in, going to support
and a lot of people say that shit, but then you see actions like. A lot of people say cops say that shit, but it be empty. When I say it, I could point out reasons why. I could point out the similarities between a gang and the police. Yeah. So
the police I
don't say that shit out my ass.
Yeah, police is just more justified to killing somebody than a gang.
Right. They not justified. They just get away with that shit.
Well, I'm just saying a lot of them be justified because like when they shoot a motherfucker, all they gotta say is the motherfucker did this and that, paperwork, this and that, and it's justified. Most of the time.
They justify themselves.
Yeah. Like, I mean, y'all just imagine back in the day, man. Like, I've been binge watching Boardwalk Empire.
But before you get off that, I also want to point out that people got to stop believing everything you read online. because they had the false story running around that they knew each other, or like dated or something. Or that was an ex.
Off of it. It was gonna come back to it.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying, like, bro, people was pointing that shit out, like
the girl and the dude.
Yeah, they were saying that they dated it, or that was.
Yeah,
that was
I saw
ex.
that shit.
And don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I started to believe that shit too, but then people were like, "Oh, that's
I didn't believe that shit because it was just nah."
Yeah, but I'm saying I was like, okay, I understand why. Not understand, but it's starting to make sense. But then they was like, okay, that story's not true. Right. They don't even know each other.
I believe if it was a policeman that started that shit, that was on the scene.
I think somebody said it was a white supremacist group. They said they started the rumors. A white supremacist group planned to spread false information about the story.
Shit, white supremacy groups are the first gangs. Shit, Ku Klux Klan, one of the first gangs ever. Mm-hmm. Shit. Like I said, I was watching
terrorist organization, first terrorist. Yeah. They were the first terrorist.
Before Al Qaeda and all this shit, Ku Klux Klan was all this. They was bombing people's houses and shit, cocktail bombs,
hanging niggas.
In case y'all ain't know, lynching, lynch mobs. All that shit was legal.
At one point.
At one point, like I was watching Boardwalk Empire. Mm-hmm. If they even suspected that you did some shit out of pocket to a white person, they'll hunt your ass down and hang you. They don't get no fuck. Sometimes they'll just do it to give you a message. Child, woman, they don't get no fuck.
Right.
And it was just black people. They hated Jewish people. If you wasn't white.
Jewish people are white, and I just don't understand.
Because
I understand why they like the Nazis don't like Jews, and it's for a religious reason. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like it ain't that much. There's still so many similarities between the two, like between Judaism and.
That's why white supremacy groups be trying to justify what they do, because they like, we're only for white support. We don't. It ain't just about black people. I think I saw one of the little leaders talking about this. It's not just about black people. It's about we don't mess with the Jews. We don't mess with the Germans. It's nobody else. It's just white power. Like I was like, they really are trying to sit up here like it's like a little book club meeting.
It is funny though that I feel like a lot of people who are
battery down.
Oh shit! I feel like a lot of people who are conservative or support the Republican Party, they want to be oppressed so bad.
Yeah, they do.
Have you ever noticed how they be upset about Twitter, Facebook, and Google are suppressing conservative and Republican articles and suppressing Twitter. They be talking about they get shadow banned and shit like that. I'm just like, first of all, it's a private company. They can do what the fuck they want, right. But it's a bad look if they doing that. But the proof that they provided to say that they're doing that shit, it's been shitty proof.
Yeah,
it's been laughable at how much they want to be oppressed. I'm like, okay, listen, you don't want to be oppressed. Because black people have already been through that and still going through that. And when your ass finally get oppressed, listen. If white people want to be oppressed, I want to give you all that oppression. Hold on, here you go. You can have it. And I would love to be the motherfucker on top. Right. So fuck out of here. Fuck out of here with that. Y'all being suppressed shit. Y'all ain't being suppressed. Shit. Y'all just trash at promoting y'all shit. One lady, she tweeted something and it only got like 4 retweets and she was upset. And she, Twitter is suppressing conservatives. Like, the fuck out of here.
I want me a new iPhone.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to. You know what? I feel like they releasing 4 new products, right?
Yeah.
And you know more about that shit than I do.
Yeah, it's just the new ones. The XR, the XS, and the something. I forgot the other one. I gotta look it up. But yeah, they releasing 4 new iPhones and shit. And it's gonna be like, I mean, they all the same. It's just that one is gonna be like, one can go from 64 gig to I think it's the XRX or something. So
like it's the gigabytes that's gonna be.
Yeah, like one got 12 gigs of RAM.
And then that watch looked raw. So I seen a picture of that.
Yeah, the watch, it's supposed to have face detection and fall detection. This shit, it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna get one though, because one of them starting at $699. I might fuck around. But yeah, about it.
Yeah, so that's Third Post Media Podcast, no mics.
Battery down. But yeah, Third Post Media Podcast, no mics.
Oh, we got 2 new videos up. We got the new short film Shortcomings, and then I'll be streaming Warframe. It's a game, shooting game. It's cracking. The graphics on that game is beautiful. And I was surprised I had never heard of it before because I'm like, I love games like shooting games like this.
We got a new film dropping next week too. Be on the lookout for that, called Food for Thought. I produced it on behalf of Third Post Media. You know, with Ivan, directed and written by Ivan.
Yeah, I did the mic,
sound.
mic.
So yeah, on behalf of Third Post Media, we help producing it. We working on another film this weekend with Elizabeth Hanchu on another film.
That's how you pronounce her last name?
Yeah. So yeah.
Shout out Elizabeth. That motherfucker be right now ass out.
Follow us on follow Third Post Media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Hit us on our Patreon.
Yeah, donate to the Patreon so we can do.
You want to be on the podcast or a short film or whatever? I got a lot of people hit me up. Let us know. Inboxes. Let's work, man. We ain't got time for all the other shit.
Right, and I'm gonna be streaming once a week. I'm gonna figure out a schedule so people can just tune in whenever. So look out for more gaming. Look out for more shorts. Look out for more. They really said that because I've been trying to get that shit done.
Look out for a lot of shit, man. Yeah, we got. Follow me, Derrick A. Turnage, Donovan's Keeper, social media, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Follow me at Created by Curtis, Instagram, Twitter. Go to createdbycurtis.com. I got the hoodies up now.
Right.
It's Chicago, all side shy, north, south, east, west. Chicago theme to it. Those hoodies are back.
You got a couple T-shirts you trying to get rid of too.
No, I ain't.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna get rid of those myself. I ain't selling those.
The 2 you just showed me.
Right, I got that.
You got 2 shirts you selling.
I don't want nobody not hit me up asking to get them T-shirts because you ain't getting them.
Selling them? They offer money?
I got somebody to give them to already.
Oh, I thought you asked me if I knew somebody. Right. I mean, oh damn. Well, shit.
No,
never mind. Then get the hoodie.
Yeah, because when I was thinking about it, I got some people to. Yeah,
well,
listen, because that shit ain't available on the site no more. I took that shit down.
That's why I was gonna say hit him up.
Nah, don't hit me
2
up.
2 T-shirts. Nah. Yeah, hit him up. He got 2 T-shirts.
You sending people off.
Go get the hoodies then.
Go to createdbycurtis.com and get the hoodies.
All right, man.
Oh, the Patreon link is in the description. So, you can donate as little as $1. So, do that, please. If you want to create some big shit.
Or help create, man. We can help bring your vision to life. We got the equipment. We got the time.
I'm gonna fucking knee hurt.
Just hit us up. That's all you got to do. We out.
Oh, fucking knee hurt.
Bionic knee.
I ain't got no bionic knee.
Get that bitch.
What are you talking about?
Get that bitch rebuilt. He got a prosthetic knee. It's hurting him.
He got prosthetic nipples.